It's our livelihood, our neighborhoods, our community, our kids.
Numerous people on the south side.
Now, with unprecedented access into the world of the Texas Department of Public Safety,
DPS third ear.
11 divisions, including the Texas Rangers, come together to fight the cartels.
Do it.
By any means necessary.
We're not going to sit back, wait for somebody else to come do our dirty work. We're not going to give up 1 square inch of this territory. We are using tactics and equipment that you'll see in war zones.
Near the hot zone of McAllen, Texas, the mission is to stop the traffickers at the river.
If we don't hold the line, it's going to keep spreading further north into the United States.
And to capture and seize as many of them and their assets as possible.
If you don't believe in border security, you will, because it's coming to a town near you.
It's mid-morning in the southern Texas border region. It should be a typical quiet day in small-town America. But for Texas lawmen, no day is typical or quiet.
Everything good?
At the $3 million command post, Captain Bob Bullock, a 28-year veteran, prepares for the mission ahead.
Yeah, you're right here on the command post. This is where all of it kind of comes together. There's 14 different agencies involved in this and about 150 or so personnel. So you have all your decision-making process being done right here.
Equipped with satellite uplink communications and live feed monitors hooked up to hidden cameras along the river, they have started a high-tech approach to a low-tech but numerous enemy.
You have a group of thugs, i.e. the cartel. They're plying their trade of pushing drugs for profit across the border into Texas and the United States.
32 requesting assistance.
We can sit back here and not do nothing and allow it to get worse, or we can combat them at the river.
Another vital part of this mission is the DPS Aircraft Division, led by Captain Stacy Holland.
If we get into some special interest aliens, that's a high-value target, so we'll go all out trying to get those people captured.
Stacy Holland has been fighting crime in the state of Texas for the past 17 years.
Tell you what, if you guys can get the vehicle started easing that way, we'll get a perimeter set up and try to help them out. Okay. The border has changed tremendously. The threat has become obviously more real, more violent. You name it, it's coming across. Whether that's methamphetamine, cocaine, weapons, ammunition, could be weapons of mass destruction. Who knows? Bomb parts. Enriched uranium. We don't know what's coming. The border is so porous that's why it's important that we try to contain it.
And if the contraband isn't stopped at this border, it can be a straight shot further north into major cities across the country.
You guys ready? Yes, sir. Ready. Vámonos para allá.
One of the best weapons for patrolling the border and capturing smugglers is the DP. Helicopters.
This helicopter is loaded up. It's got the latest and the greatest avionics that money can buy right now.
These specially designed helicopters come fully loaded with some of the most advanced surveillance gear.
The Westcam system is basically a high-tech camera. We have a daylight band and we have a thermal imager. It also has a laser option, an hour laser that helps us pinpoint targets at night with the 8 or 9 vision goggles. Yeah, we're looking. Yeah, things looking good.
Another element in this fight is the ground units, a dangerous job as they work right on the banks of the river, looking for signs of traffickers. Texas Ranger Staff Captain Aaron Grigsby is at the helm.
I didn't really want a desk job. I wanted to get out in a very wide open area. It doesn't get any wider than Texas.
But it's exactly the wide open and wild landscape of Texas that makes it so easy for suspects to hide.
You can actually see, just how much everything is just mowed down in here. It's a very obvious path right through, and the river's 25 meters from where we're at right now.
This close to the river and alone, Aaron has to be extremely cautious. Surprising a cartel drug run would leave him outnumbered and outgunned.
Now here's where I'd actually be more nervous than anything.
can peer across the bank. You've got two distinct points of entry over there. You've got that one bank where they can easily raft across. You see how short, not just how short the Rio Grande is right here. They can disguise a boat back in this foliage. They can prep their build, and they can start paddling across, and they can be across the river 1 minute flat. In 60 seconds, they can bring a load up here.
An expert tracker and border security specialist, Aaron is all too familiar with the cartels operating in this area.
Some of the cartels that we're engaged with along the Texas border are the Zetas, a breakaway of the former Gulf cartel. The Zetas and the Gulf cartel are going out a little bit for some internal control of some of the crossing points along the Texas border where they make their money.
Determined to stop the drug cash flow, which allows the cartels to buy more weapons, Aaron continues his scout upriver. But at the command post, Captain Bullock is receiving intel from a ground agent about a potential drug run going down a few miles from Aaron's location.
You'll come in here, there's a straight shot to the river. All of this area right here is considered smuggling stuff. And it's a one way in, one way out.
As the specific coordinates are called in, 098.56. It's all systems go.
We think we've got a load on the run, so we're going to see if we can go stop it, make an interdiction.
The air unit is deployed as the eyes in the skies to get a closer look and possibly intercept any cartel activity.
I'm good to go. Let's rock and roll. Helicopter 405 single X-rays on go.
These GPS helicopters can remain airborne for up to 3 hours without refueling.
We're 2 or 10-8 en route to the location. We have SWAT on board.
And typically operate 500 feet in the air at a maximum speed of 140 miles an hour.
We serve on this mission with a lot of pride, and I think as Texans, we are prideful, and we're not going to give up this great state to the drug cartels.
While Stacy continues his flight to the coordinates, Aaron has been sent to lock down the neighborhood leading to the river.
We have units on the ground looking south, but we got to help him right now look into the neighborhood. First and foremost, I mean, we got safety and security at the river, but keep in mind the neighborhoods are also something we have to secure.
Most drug runs have cartel members waiting on the U.S. side, ready to drive a pickup truck right to the banks of the river to take delivery of the drugs.
Anytime you got like that, the Jeep that he keeps spotting out, keeps cruising the neighborhoods, he turning around again. You never want to lose the cat and mouse game, but that's exactly what it is. It's a cat and mouse game.
And within seconds, the game is on.
Yeah.
The air units spot a suspect on the U.S. side. But he quickly vanishes again into the wild brush.
Come on left.
The GPS SWAT team and K9 unit, led by Lieutenant Cody Klain, are dispatched to track them down on the ground. The cartels have no problem shooting at police, making it necessary to be armed and ready.
Both the Ranger Reconnaissance Team and the SWAT team both deploy with the Bushmaster 223. We've seen them and have seized several AK-47s. Several have seen them deploy Molotov cocktails at local law enforcement.
Safety.
Go ahead, Cody.
Hey, take that rush line to your side, safety. That's what they call break.
The helicopters remain close for tactical support. From their vantage point, they can direct a ground crew within a foot of hiding suspects.